Here's Ruby. I do see ice in the low to the ground water there. Actually a good bit of ice. There's a little bit of frost on the chair fabric and the table over there. So Dawn did really good coming out one more night. Oh, my peony over here doesn't look happy at all. Hopefully it'll perk up. Yeah, are you going to use the bathroom? I won't film you. I'm sorry. Oh, everybody's out here this morning. Come on, Mr. Man. Come on. Come on. I know you came down to use the bathroom. Good. Come on. Come on. Come, Mama. Let's get you some food. It's right here, honey. Come on. He goes, but I like to follow you in the morning like everybody else, Mom. There you go, bud. You eat you some breakfast now, okay? Well, if you're going to do that, Mom's going to have to cover it till she leaves. Chicken first. It's like, you know, eat your meat and then you can have dessert. You excited to see me? I'm always excited to see you too. He does this little happy dance out here at the door. Hey, Panther, I'm coming. Come on. You can go in, but I don't think that's what you really meant to do. Dawn's beeping up the hill over there. See Morris back in his cat hotel. Tux is back up there on the platform. Oh, we're not super late, but we're not what I'd call cushiony early either. Good morning, Ruby. Current ETA to the school is 7:27, so that's a great time as long as we don't lose time along the way. I do have the normal Tuesday stuff today. Chiropractor, Guardian Angel, Apex, Whole Foods. I didn't go to Whole Foods last week. Remember, I canceled my chiropractor's appointment so I could take a week off of just doing the usual and do some other fun stuff instead. So if we want to have sour cream for nachos and a couple of other things that we rely on getting at Whole Foods, need to go today for sure. Ruby currently says it's 31, which aligns with what Dawn said the temperature at the house was. But most importantly to note this morning is we still don't have any notifications on either car for V11. So, yeah, there's that. I guess it'll show up sometime. Some of us are really, really past ready for it. Yeah, it'd be nice if that showed up. This guy hasn't done anything wrong, but being behind this truck is just basically describes my whole morning into downtown. We had a Go Raleigh city bus in front of us, and I just assumed it was the Fuquay FRX bus, but it was a training bus, and they were not going the speed limit, and they were holding up traffic and several other slow vehicles this morning, and it's just like, God, people, there was no reason that folks couldn't go the speed limit, but they weren't. I'm more stressed than normal at this point in the morning drive. Well, for all that frustration this morning, Johnny got out at 7:29, so we are on time. Although he thinks the regular building is closed again for a special event, and they're going to have to walk to the library this morning. But I offered to wait, let him try to find out for sure, because it is, you know, quite the hike, but he's probably have some other people to walk with. So Johnny says when I came around the corner over here this morning that one of the houses had a Rivian parked at it. They've installed a traffic circle at the bottom of that hill. Also, I see the Rivian. Johnny says, I'm sure, Mom, and I'm like, I know you're sure. I totally get that that's what you saw. I will look at it on the way back through. This is a home without a garage, which would imply visiting or outside charging. Nice spec. Not currently plugged in. I don't know where they would go to charge. Around here, that would be super close, a fast charger, if they were, you know, not planning to charge at home and just go charge once or twice a week somewhere. I will be near a location in Cary today where we hear there's a new Tesla supercharger coming. It's at Cary Parkway and Tryon Road. That is an intersection I go through a fair amount of the times when I'm in Cary, and not too far off US 1 there by Whole Foods and the hospital. So I have to check out that location today. Oh, I did important things at St. Monica's this morning, like take down the gym at Cookout and put all 4 of our accounts in it, the Pokemon Go gym, and switch my Apple Watch over to black Easter Bunny kitties on the little pictures instead of St. Patrick's Day. I switched to Easter theme. And they all have kitty cats in them, the little pictures that show up. And Don's been chatting this morning. He did submit our federal and state returns yesterday, and they were accepted this morning. So he was pleased about that. And he's shared a couple of newspaper articles with me, and I briefly glanced at Teslarati. So I don't know, that was it. It's amazing how fast 15 minutes can go. I really needed to stay on task this morning and probably not be stopped there that long. Well, I've seen quite a few browned out trees or wilted looking shrubs, flowers on the way home this morning, and I've seen quite a few cars in the car lots with heavy frost. Yeah, even the Chevy place here, the ones at the street, the sun has just come on them. I was mostly going to film here to look at the one just down here in the shade. Every car on this lot has frost on it this morning. This is really the only frost we've seen in the last week when we've had the cold temperatures. Yeah, there's frost on everything in there. That's pretty. Dogwoods and azaleas. It's not done, but wow, he did a lot more last night than I had expected. We're out here on the trail. Definitely a chilly start to the morning. Not windy though today, so that's good. No doubt about frost overnight last night, and they are back moving dirt around over in the church construction zone this morning. So I always grab Don's phone on the walk to get Pogo started, and it's my job to make sure he hasn't missed a survey because they expire in 24 hours, and make sure friends haven't texted him that he hasn't seen the text. And this morning's survey was, have you researched hair color products this week?
I just like to research hair. I don't care what color.
I haven't even looked at hair color products this week. I don't know why he got that survey, but I had to say no, and that was only 10 cents.
Bummer.
It's ball field prep time. Bye, Stripey. I'll see you later. Bye, Donnie. I did go in the garage and give him a kiss. It startled me because all of a sudden I had this person in my... Hi. Bye. You can't sneak up on a Tesla diva. She'll see this big guy standing next to her car.
That's right. Especially, it doesn't even matter if I'm wearing...
Orange or not. Well, I did come in the garage and give you a kiss, so I wasn't expecting you to pop out there so quick. Yeah. Anyway, let me scoot. I'm going to be late.
Bye-bye.
Love you. I'm here, 1 minute to spare, and there's a white Model Y like Jules in front of me. I guess I don't see the black Model Y from New Mexico today. It could be parked to my right. Well, there's my knee getting thumped. I'm just sitting here reading my Kindle book. Sometimes I fall asleep, sometimes not. She's treating it pretty deep today. Hopefully it'll really help. I can't wait to sit in Ruby and feel the warmth of that solar gain. It's going to feel so good in my car. Not that it's super cold right now, but it's, you know, it's a definite chilly start this morning. Janice thumped my knee really good, and she said I should ice it tonight for sure. And I'm not good about icing. I don't like cold. Well, especially in the winter, it's really hard. But I promised I would put some ice on it tonight, so I'm one for keeping my word. Just look at the Yoshino cherry trees on the right and the left. Wow, very pretty. Wish it was warm and there were butterflies flittering about them though. I didn't pay attention to the color, but there is a Kia Niro up here. I see the 3 and the Y on my right. That's an EV. That's the Kona, right? Or the, I have to look. There's another 3. At least I know all the Teslas now. So the Pacifica with the blue has got to be the hybrid. And that is a Kia. I'm not going to know the Niro without seeing more signs. I just don't remember that car that good. Sorry. Here's another Y and another 3. The 3 looked like it was pretty dirty. I'm going to guess it was a rental 3. Although I can't say for certain. I wish they would do the Soul as an electric hybrid. Maybe they already have and I've just missed it. There's so many now to keep up with. That's why we all watch Kyle, right? There's another 3 and another 3. There's 3 3s right there. They're dirty. They need a bath. So that Kia is a Sportage. You know, it could be rented out right now, but yeah, Kona. That is a Kona. I thought it was. By the grill. Remember, Kyle showed up at our house with one of those one day to give us a chance to take it for a ride. We really enjoyed that opportunity and, of course, spending the time with him. So I remember that grill in particular kind of sticks with me. I do realize it would be a little bit better me out of the car on the ground, less glare, but I'm gonna have to walk in. But I was trying to be, you know, just careful with my knee right after she thumped it so good. It's best to take it slow for a little bit. She did not a soothing today, but a you know, real treatment, a really deep treatment. So I don't see a Bolt today, and I also don't see a Kia Niro, although it's not impossible that I missed it. But there's the front of the Kona again, and I'm pretty sure I remember seeing that here before as well. You know, that could be it right there. That's a Kia he just pulled in with a Maryland plate. Definitely electric looking grill slash plastic grill slash non-grill. Well, he's parking that to return it, so I'm gonna park over here and then I will drive past that. Okay, it was the Niro. I'm not very familiar with Kia products, but I would call that like small SUV. It's not incredibly different than the Kona. So I did install the Hertz app, and most of the Teslas are renting for something under $100 a day. I know at one point I had heard it was super expensive. I would say that is no longer true. By this small Hertz location, you can certainly see that they're committed to having lots of electric vehicles available to rent. And I was looking at the badging on the Pacifica. It's not a Pacifica, it's a Sienna hybrid. Okay. Toyota. Okay. Ask me about American cars. I'm better with American cars. Anyway, one of our viewers left a comment that they had rented a Tesla from Hertz and that you do not get app access. But I do think that to have the best possible Tesla rental experience, the app access is really required. And for Tesla owners to want to rent them, if their car is in the shop or, you know, they're vacationing but they fly in someplace, we want to be able to transfer our profile. So hopefully that's in the works, because I think the rental experience would be better if app access were allowed. This is genuine Lego. They had it on sale over Christmas. It has all of these masonry bricks in it and these flat plates and lots of minifigures. There's like 8 in here at least. It's worth what they're asking for sure. They do have some cute Easter goodies to look through today. This guy looks homemade and super cute. They have a very reasonable 3 on him. Kind of cute, but the cup has little hairline cracks in it, so pass. I counted the number of Teslas, not counting Ruby, coming out to the parking lot, and there are 12. They're mostly Model 3s. There's 1 or 2 Ys. They've moved a couple of them up front. Probably they charged them. That's a lot over here today. It's going on 1 o'clock. I've still got plenty of time to do Whole Foods, which is where I'm headed now. And let's see. I got a Bigfoot bird feeder metal thing for Michelle that she said she wanted. And I showed you guys the Legos. And I bought 1 shower curtain and a cameo pin. So not a whole lot today, but a few things. Seems like I've forgotten something else, but so it wasn't a nothing day. The cameo pin is really pretty, but not my biggest day ever either. You guys will get a little laugh out of this. Don just messaged me, where's the printer paper? Yesterday I wanted to print a coupon on page 10 of this brochure from Harbor Freight. It's for the Lego parts storage bins. So $3 off coupon. It was on page 10. So I went in there and I said custom, and I only want to print page 10 because I knew, you know, I should be efficient and not waste paper, and more importantly not waste ink, and I just needed that 1 coupon. So I came home. I guess I pressed send and went out the door. I came home and there were all these printed pages on the printer and on the table next to the printer. You know, it's there. It's on top of the curio cabinet in the family room. And apparently, I told it to print all of the pages of the flyer. I don't know how many there were, but more than 10. 10 times. I don't know how I did that. I swear I did it the way I've always printed, to like, it's not my first rodeo with like printing a subset of pages. When I used to teach the Lego stuff and I would mess something up, I would like just reprint page 7 or something. It's just not my first time doing that. But I wasted a lot of ink and a lot of paper. It's a small dollar mistake, but it, you know, I'm trying to save money. I wasted a ton. So it's no surprise Don's trying to find more paper, and hopefully we have some. If not, I'll be going over to Walmart tonight to buy it. So I sent Johnny leftover steak for lunch yesterday, and I wanted to send him some ranch dressing to dip it in, and I made it fresh. This is, you know, 6:10 in the morning. I'm in the kitchen making it myself because I don't buy the soybean oil ranch dressing at the store. So this is sour cream, dill weed, garlic powder, salt, a dash of cayenne, this garlic herb, other spice, minced onion. That's about what I throw in there. And I just throw a bunch of that in, half a container, mix it in the container, and then, you know, put a little bit in his lunch. Well, last night I cooked corned beef, and in the Instant Pot, no real cooking involved, you know, it just did its thing for a while. And it ended up there was only enough for 2 people, not 3. So there was a leftover pork chop in the refrigerator. And you know, when you're the cook and you mess up, you're the one that gets leftovers or doesn't eat what you want to eat or whatever. So I didn't tell the guys either. I didn't make no fuss about it or anything. I just handed them their plates, dilly-dallied in the kitchen for a minute, and then came in with my cold pork chop because they were waiting on me to watch TV. There's really no time to warm it up or anything. So I went and I put some of that ranch on my plate, and I'm like, oh my God, this tastes bad. Wow, there's a 3, a Y, and an X. Where's the S? I put some of that ranch on my plate because I love the homemade ranch too, and it tasted horrible. I would go so far as to say it almost tasted spoiled. Now, you guys know my nice child. He would never come home and say, you know, I noticed there was a little bit left over, which I thought was unusual, but in his lunchbox. But he would never say, like, Mom, you know, you sent me this horrible tasting stuff today. Those words would not come out of his mouth. He's just way too nice for that. Well, what it turns out I did is instead of grabbing dill weed, I grabbed tarragon. And I'm not used to that seasoning, and I don't really like it, or at least I didn't like it when I was expecting it to be ranch. I bought that to make béarnaise sauce or hollandaise or one of those fancy sauces. So anyway, we ended up throwing it out. But I was on a roll yesterday of little small mistakes. You know, not anything huge, but little small stuff. So far, so good today, though. It's warmed up to 60 out here now, and it's really nice. Very pleasant. That is always a walk and a half up that hill with the heavy cart. I'm 5 minutes later than I wanted to be. My arrival at the school is 2:20, but hey, at least it's a beautiful day to sit out on the bench and wait for Mom, and not too late. Oops, I just realized I forgot to drive by Cary Parkway on Tryon Road. I'll do it, just have to be another day now, as I'm headed away from there. It won't be coming back by today. Sorry about that.
He's on a roll.
He is.
Yeah, he gave that baby, he knows how to use a persuader now.
Way cool.
It's all about persuasion.
They're putting the weapon on and doing some other assembly on the parts that have come for this robot.
I gave him my lightest weight persuader.
Persuader. I thought that was a real thing for a minute.
On there, like look at that. He has got that titanium.
What do you call that fitting again, Johnny?
Press fitting.
Press fitting. Yep.
Yeah.
Pressure and friction.
And the thing is, I don't think we destroyed the motor. I think that little motor's still going to work.
Well, that's good. So, you're going to go test it upstairs in the test box?
It's testing time. Let's hope we don't self-destruct.
Oh, we're not going to self-destruct. I got confidence. And if something doesn't work out right, you'll sort it and go back and rework it. So, that's good. Way cool. I'm excited.
I agree.
He had a nap this afternoon.
I'm ready for my late afternoon nap.
Come on.
He really needs this test box now. That titanium blade, the edge of that thing is sharp, and that titanium is stout.
Right, well that's what we got the box for.
Yeah.
Is that the receiver booting up?
Yes.
Oh wow, that is so exciting. Very exciting. Don's still working with Johnny on the robot. I'm helping Don a little bit with pulling information for taxes. And I'm just going to piddle with my building a little bit here on the side. This is this corner window there. I thought I'd work on that. That piece is pretty reasonable. Got the front piece built, put away a bunch of parts, and did the topper up here. So not a lot of progress, but a little bit. Every little bit helps. I dropped Johnny off at Taekwondo a few minutes ago, and on the way up there, by South Park, somebody had put this really nice storage end table out at the street for free, and I was past it before I saw it, but then I saw how nice it was. So as soon as I dropped Johnny off, I turned around to come back and grab it. I do think I could have put it in Ruby and grabbed it by myself, and it was already gone. Well, I knew it was real. I mean, I could tell it was just really nice. It might have been good in Johnny's dorm room, or in a later life when he moves out, or you know, you just never know, in the attic for storage. But it was gone. Oh well. I'm coming back down this way now, on my way to go pick up a chicken for the kitties. To see the progress on the mural. He had done quite a good bit more work on it this afternoon when we came by, but Johnny was excited to go work on his robot, and it wasn't a good time to swing in. We were headed in the wrong direction, and anyway, I'd like to take a peek as I come by here. There are Teslas everywhere. He started putting in black outlining shadows on the letters and such. Now, I do think some things have been updated since this morning. Maybe not a ton. Should have nice temperatures overnight and be pretty reasonable. So maybe he'll be back at it tomorrow. As I came back around the corner, I saw that the Model 3 had white mud guards front and back. Had not seen that before, but I thought it looked pretty good. That's the former mayor there walking on the right. We all love him around town. Out for his daily walk. He does do that every day. I stopped at Home Depot and glanced at the Japanese maples and other plants that were out front. I know, I was just looking. Let me grab a chicken real quick. My time to go get Johnny is almost up. I just went to the software tab and had Ruby check for updates, and as you might be able to read, she is up to date as of right now. Not.